Alright, let us start anew character. Because apparently can't start this one as a two-handed melee. Well, who starts off with the highest sneak? It's probably gonna be a Bosmer, because they get sneak, archery, and light armor. Yeah, we're gonna go for Bosmer. Nope. Oh, I hate. Like, I don't. Why do people? I don't understand why you would pick this hairstyle in Skyrim. Mendros the Heart Eater. What the fuck? Eranas Nighthollow. Yeah. Okay, so might do bad natured. Attacks while being crouched deal 20% more. I think Witcher and bad natured. And now choose birth sign. Thief. Let's see here. Initially skill and stealth. Let's see, so that is 50% harder to detect. Thief is lockpicks. Lover. Stamina increase. Speech skill 25. Increases chance to avoid physical damage by 25%. It's actually pretty good. Ooh, they're all really good, but I think we're gonna want to be Shadow at low level.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
Well, let's just be a patron at a local inn.
Which inn are you a patron of?
And we'll go to the Riverwood.
Even the lowest among us can rise to greatness.
Come on in.
We gotta choose
We
our
got
starting
warm
here.
food, warm drinks, and warm
Okay.
beds. They're half naked. That ain't right. Somebody's gotta say something.
So let's see, leather. So Let's see, 35 damage. Now let's see what else we have here. I need spell time healing. And then try this armor's encyclopedia. And
You promised me you'd sweep the entranceway.
Yep.
And you'll take care of it?
Don't I always?
I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
No.
I should have guessed.
let's see, 20. Could have 200 septum. Or we could. Let's see, do they have a torch? No, a torch we can just go and find. We can just go find that at. I think we'll just spend our money on. Spend the rest of our tokens. See, a pickaxe? Uh-oh. How do I get out of this? Shit. I don't know what I pressed. Hello, help. Okay. Oh, it's backspace that does it. How do I fucking delete? There. 3 tokens for a pickaxe? Okay. Just because I think we need one, or we need to be able to craft. Crafting is going to be the most important thing. And then I think the rest is going to be septums. Ooh, actually empty potion bottles. want this.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new bat. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't... Potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
I have 100 gold.
Several patrols have passed through Riverwood in the last few days. Nobody is entirely sure what's going on. They have all been headed south toward Helgen. Whatever is going on down there, it must be important. Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen. Of course. It's all in this note. Need a room? Talk to Delphine. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections. Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there. Mm-hmm.
You're that visitor been poking around.
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories. There's the one about Tiber's septum and the dragon Nefarla Largus. I never bothered to learn it. The Blades killed them all centuries ago. Nobody asks to hear that lay anymore. I'd better get going.
Oh shit, I have to do the Helgen thing before I can really get any fucking quest. God damn it. That's not favorable. Ooh, this music's funky. I just realized I have to go back inside, sleeping giant in. Because I want to craft some a potion.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Oh no, never mind. Oh shit. High elves are most okay. Werewolf. I'm a wood elf. Read the stories of others, explore new locations. This is magic. Health regen out of combat sounds pretty nice. Explore new locations, read the story. Kinda wanna do Xerxes. But I feel like that's gonna cap out. No, we'll do Xerxes. I don't know how I put my helmet on that one time. That's enough to kill. That's enough to kill. How am I supposed to play this fucking game? And I'm all the way back. I'm all the way back. This is a bit, I think, a bit fucking ridiculous. Now what? Why? It's a tad fucking much, man. It's a tad fucking much. Not in a good way. Like, am I, like, what am I supposed to, am I just supposed to avoid combat? That doesn't seem fun. Like, how do I earn money? You're punishing me like this. Now, hold on, what is the... So I didn't go invisible at all? Yeah, of course, because they're fucking master archers, aren't they?
over here. Just die already, bastard!
Alright, fine. You know what? Well, let's see what happens if I just fucking stick to the main quest and don't explore and have fun. Watch, they may be fucking under-leveled for shit in the main fucking stuff. Like, I mean, what? Genuinely, the fuck am I supposed to do? $58 damage. God, he looks cool. Griffins have stolen something of great value. Eh? My family's kingdom. The headman's cleaver. They fled to Skyrim like cowards. We believe the remnant members of the Green Cap Bandits have been a thorn in the Queen's side from the day she was born. Thus the last night found it, and it's the Queen's strongest knight. I've been tasked with it. I see only his hands in you. Queen will gladly bestow the cleaver to the one who bears. Golgar's Grove Bator. Curious, am I able to find anything inside Helgen Keep? The legions could learn from the unconventional tactics used by the Khajiit in the 5 Years' War against Valenwood. I was stationed at the Sphinx Moth Legion fort on the border near Dune that witnessed many of the northern skirmishes firsthand, whereas Clay Dune mentioned. The war started with the so-called slaughter of Torval. The Khajiit claimed that the Bosmer invaded the city without provocation and killed over 1,000 citizens before being driven off by reinforcements from a nearby jungle tribe. The Bosmer claimed that the attack was in retaliation for Khajiiti bandits who were attacking wood caravans headed for Valenwood. In the spring of the Third Era 396, the war moved closer to Fort Sphinxmouth. I was posted on lookout and saw parts of the conflict. I later spoke with both Khajiit and Bosmer who fought in the battle and will serve as an excellent example of how the Khajiit used a mixture of ground and tree units to win the war. The Khajiit began the fight in an unusual way by sending tree-cutting teams of Kathairat and the fearsome Sanshrat, or battle cats, into the outskirts of Valenwood's forests. When word reached the Bosmer that trees were being felled, allegedly a crime in the strange Bosmeri religion, a unit of archers were dispatched from larger conflicts in the south. Bosmer were thus goaded into splitting their forces into smaller groups. The Bosmer archers took up positions in the remaining trees whose branches were now 20 or more feet apart, allowing some light into the forest floor. The Bosmer bent the remaining trees with their magics into small fortifications from which to fire their bows. When the tree cutters arrived the next morning, a half-dozen Khajiit fell to the Bosmer arrows in the first volley. After that, the Khajiit took large wooden shields from the backs of the Sanshrat and made a crude shelter. The Khajiit, even the enormous Sanshrat, were able to hide between this shelter and one of the larger trees. When it became apparent that the Khajiit would not leave their shelter, some Bosmer chose to descend and engage the Khajiit sword to claw. When the Bosmer were nearly upon the shelter, one of the Khajiit began playing on a native instrument of plucked metal bars. This was a signal of some kind, and a small group of the man-like Ohms and Ohms Rat emerged from covered holes on the forest floor. Although outnumbered, they were attacking from behind by surprise and won the ground quickly. The Bosmer archers in the trees would have still won the battle were they not having troubles of their own. A group of Dagai and Dagai Rat, two of the less common forms of Khajiit who live in the trees of the Tenmar forest, jumped from one tree to another under a magical cover of silence. They took up positions in the higher branches that could not hold a Bosmer's weight. When the signal came, they used their claws in either torches or spells of fire. Accounts from the two survivors I spoke with vary on this point, to distract the archers while the battle on the ground took place. A few of the archers were able to flee, but most were killed. Apparently, the Dagai and Dagai Rot have more magical ability than is widely believed if they were able to keep themselves magically silenced for so long. One of the surviving Bosmer told me that he saw a few ordinary cats among the Dagai and even claimed that these ordinary cats are known as Alfik, and that they were spellcasters, but Bosmer are almost as unreliable as the Khajiit when it comes to the truth, and I cannot believe that a house cat can cast spells. At the end of the day, the Khajiit lost perhaps a half-dozen fighters out of a force of no more than 4 dozen, while the Bosmer lost nearly an entire company of archers. The survivors were unable to report back before a second company of archers arrived, and this strategy was repeated again, with similar results. Finally, a much larger force was sent, and the Bosmer won that battle with the help of the native animals of Valenwood. That third skirmish and the Khajiiti response I will discuss in the second volume of this series. I'm not reading that. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, this does less damage than our current longbow. Oh, it does 32. This does 38. This is a 2. So. Okay. It is accounting for the iron arrows as well as damage as well. Okay, so 1, 2. Hell yeah. Edge compared to same reach. Okay, take torch. Okay, let's see here. Drop that. Actually, the value is 100, so we will keep it for now. Drop that. Let's see, what's the value of this? Drop the scythe. We'll keep the bow. Your Grace, as you requested, I've compiled a list of the various people around Skyrim who are skilled not only in their arts, but in passing it on to others. Your initial remit was to seek out those who might teach our own legionaries, and I trust you'll find those names useful. As our other business took me into Stormcloak territory anyway, I decided to include certain names from the cities sympathetic to Stormcloaks. These teachers are accessible, so if it emerges that Ulfric's men are significantly benefiting from their training, you should probably consider extending my mission. The obvious answers to your questions are, of course, that the College of Winterhold holds tutors for the highest levels of each school of spellcrafting, that the companions in Whiterun are the best instructors in the martial arts, and that the Thieves' Guild in Riften is the best place to learn the skills for their trade. The Bard's College holds the greatest storyteller. The Orland Greymane's name and that of his Skyforge are known even in Cyrodiil. Even so, there are a few small changes to our notes that need to be made. One of the Stormcloaks I befriended confirmed what we knew about some of the companions, but interestingly outlined their limitations as well. When I asked which of the companions had taught him sword and shield work, he confessed that though he started with Amrin of Whiterun, rather than with the companions themselves, his skill had surpassed even those warriors. For his own exceptional skill in sword and shield, he pointed instead towards the orc strongholds of Dushnik Jarl and Mor Khazgur, respectively. He claims to have begun learning how to move in his heavy armor in Dushnik Jarl too. I was also able to uncover the names of those who had taught his comrades. Torbjorn Shadowshield in Windhelm has trained a number of the Stormcloaks in Greatsword and Battle-Axe. I am also led to understand that the smiths of Markarth and Riften have some skill in their art, though nothing to challenge Yorland. The Stormcloak also told me that he learned his archery from an elf in Riverwood, and indicated that the companion Ayla was not as skilled as everyone believed. Damn! He mentioned a name, Angie. Unfortunately, at that point in our journey, we were ambushed by Imperials, and I was forced to reveal your seal in my disguise. Our own men are, of course, my main source of information, and discussions with our battle mages have revealed a few surprises. As you know, I began my own study of destruction under Ulfric Stormcloak's court mage, Wunferth, before the Great War. Then graduated to the tuition of Sibyl Stentor of Solitude. The battle mages confirmed that Feralda remains the most accomplished destruction master, but one of them suggested that the restoration magic of Danica Purespring and Whiterun outclasses anything the college can produce. Runil of Falkreath is apparently a patient and kind tutor in conjuration, though he obviously knows more than he's willing to share. I obtained the name of Drevanea Stoneweaver for alteration. Unfortunately, she's moved to Kynesgrove for reasons of her own, so we won't be able to access her. I think the biggest surprise regarding the Conjuration School is finding out that Falion is still alive and living in Morthal. He was the tutor of Finis Gestor, who's now taken the position of master in that school at the college. I don't think, given Falion's powers, that the student could have outstripped the teacher, though. As a reminder, and for completeness, my own small powers of illusion came from Atub of Logishbo, I still have fond gratitude for the Khajiit Marash, for Reverend Sadri in Windhelm, and for Orgmund, who works in Markarth. Without their lessons in charm and diplomacy, I doubt I would have persuaded the orcs to allow me entry. I am also grateful for your efforts in securing time with the scouts you sent me. One of them confessed to certain criminal activities before joining us. I shall have to keep my source anonymous here. Again, we have confirmation of the mastery of the Thieves Guild in all matters pertaining to theft and stealth. You mentioned the name of Grelka of Riften, a trader in leather goods, for his training in lighter forms of armor, though I can see from the way he kept adjusting the straps that he still has some learning to do. He claims to have been led down his wayward path by some of the Khajiit who first taught him how to sneak into people's houses and break into their cupboards and chests, and by a beggar in Windhelm who specializes in quick-fingered pilfering of pockets. He also revealed that guild had one of the best archers in Skyrim amongst their little rabble, though he wouldn't name names, nor would I expect him to. One of the other scouts is a woman calling herself Eve, though I'm sure she has other names too. She was very interesting. The only names she shared were those of the apothecaries of Morthal and Whiterun, whose skills, she claimed, provided her with the many poisons on her person. She let me examine one of them, though, and I found its potency to be far beyond anything I've seen from our own side or Ulfric's. Whoever taught her isn't known in the cities. The other scouts confirmed that she was amongst their best, and I can believe it. At one point we were eating, and I lost sight of her for a moment. It took some time before I spotted her, tucked away in one of the shadows. Her whole demeanor is one of silence, from her short, quiet answers to the way she moves. Her armor has been altered and fits her so well that it's practically soundless. I assumed she had learnt the art of stealth from the Khajiit, like the first scout, but she told me it was a beggar in Markarth who'd honed her technique. My questions on her armor elicited nothing but a small smile. I looked for her again after the meal, but she had disappeared. Her arts are even in excess of mine, and I would give much to know who taught her. Your Grace, if you find her again, please let her know that I'd love to spend more time with her. She is truly fasting. Your servant as always. By the authority, bear this letter to be forwarded all assistance. Orders for private citizens with these horses may be claimed in writing to any superior or anyone accompanied by the signature of bear. This is the only page to be broken. Ingrid Smallhammer. Dude, I love even though I have my frustrations with this, I do love the exploration. Fucking eating cabbage. Oh, it changed this. That's heavy armor. I also love that I can see the value per weight. It is so useful. Mead barrel? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not reading all that. Bread. I would love to read all the books, but for now I'm doing it for the experience. Yeah. Yeah, I should have gone this way. Other character. We can sell this. Ooh. Ooh. I lose warmth, but I'll gain armor. Give me that scroll. This. Those, especially that one sells for. For me, tail, clothing. Well, I've been hoping to. TikTok experience. I still have the hammer. Is that better than 90 armor? No torturer's assistant. Ooh. Oh shit. Torch runs out. Oh, damn. I should have expected that. I should have expected that. Over carry weight. I'm loving the exploration in this game. In this mod pack, I should say, it's fucking Skyrim. Like, it's different. Look at the bodies here. Okay. Gotta go back out. That's a shame. I've been hoping to just retrace steps. Damn, 300 weight. What's up here? This must be... I'm guessing this mod pack has the rebuild Helgen mod or something. Some form of it, at the very least. Are there other bodies to be around here? Never disrespect. That's really cool that I can... Okay, so I can find different deities to worship. Neat. That's actually... That's like... Really, really cool. I don't think there's going to be anything at the top of this, is there? Mead with juniper berry? Ah. You know, this mod pack, even though Helgen is still limited by size, I mean, it is set in game to be a small town in North, small outpost town. These graphics, this mod pack, sets the atmosphere real well. Probably hide helmet. Ooh. Oh shit. Who let our Bosmer be allied? I think this is an Imperial playthrough. Go Empire? We are Bosmer. We are an elf. I don't think we work for the Old Merry Dominion. No. We support the Empire.
Why did you come back?
I came to see what was going on here.
Are you mad? You need to warn Riverwood. Quit messing around and get down there. No. You don't understand. Oh, to oblivion with it. You're here, and I need help. I need a healing potion before I can go on. Once I'm back on my feet, we can go together and warn them, so long as that dragon isn't still out there.
Well, I'm sorry what I'm...
Are you doing back here? Imperial bastard.
Well, that just makes me definitely gonna leave you behind, Ralof. Can't see it. Bring out the big ones. Ah! Of course. The change to the combat. Pisses me off. Pisses me off. Fuck you! I mean, game is a lot harder. And in many ways I like it. But like, I don't think it's all that well balanced. Well, part of the problem here is they also overhauled the stamina and health. My stamina drains too quickly, I feel, personally, for this combat style. So I think the scaling, from my understanding of it and what I have experienced thus far, is they balance it. It's very much Dark Souls, Elden Ring, sort of combat scaling. If you watch the same videos that I did, Clay, that guy went to, you know, that first dungeon you do to get that stone, that dragon stone or whatever it is for Whiterun's wizard. That dude had to fight a level 60 dragon priest. No clue how the fuck I'll be able to handle that myself. So it wants to give you that experience of come to a dungeon, get your ass beat, come back later. Is I think the vibe this mod pack wants to go for. Because I don't know if enemies respawn. Like, I don't know if dungeons get refreshed. No, the skeleton. Usually there's a health pot, like right here. Still level 1. Sorry, Ralof. We aren't friends this time. I'm a Bosmer now. It is no longer the tale of Harvney. He died many times. I got sick of it.
Have you got that healing potion yet?
Have you got that healing potion yet?
Excellent. I'll take whatever you have to offer.
Get a diluted one.
Thanks. That's much better. Look out! Damn. That was close.
Look
I
out!
should get out of here.
Damn. Oh, how I love just taking dialogue and then patchworking it together to form new sentences. Ooh, look at that beautiful artwork. Okay.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
Damn, we look
Closest
good.
town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out.
You keep it moving, Hadvar the Gentle.
really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who
The
can
fuck
stop
makes you
them.
think they have a Hadvar, you're none too bright. I'm picking flowers, Hadvar. Do you want one? Look, it's blue.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Oh, there's stuff for me to loot here.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
This Lexington, you're certain that you would just be wasting your time and Mike was trying to... Oh, okay. Damn, alright. Game literally told me no, you can't even try. Hey, so like, there's bloody bones here, Hadvar? Okay. Do I have to go pick one? I'm already the thief, aren't I? I already know my birth sign. I helped.
Who's there?
drop.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to River.
Well, let's see. I'm cold. Tired. Damn, just like in real life. Cold and tired.
Oh, hey there.
Good to see you.
Uncle Halvar, hello.
Hadvar, what are you doing here? Are you on leave from shores, boats? What happened to you, boy? Are you in
Uncle,
some kind
please,
of trouble?
keep your voice down.
It's
I'm
kinda
fine,
dark in
but we
here.
should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come.
Go. Uh-oh.
Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it. Keep that magic away from me.
Sorry.
Ain't used to strangers here in Riverwood.
Sigrid, we have company.
I didn't realize it was so much shorter than everyone.
We've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' Skull. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
I'm taking your health pots, and your cheese, and your iron ingot. Mine.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need, within reason. Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace. Jarl Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though. I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor. Of course, Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends.
They aren't. His pupils are right there, and they are different colored. It's just the angle makes him look fucked up, and the lighting.
Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torrig when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torrig, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days. Gerda's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. People are rightly stirred up about the damn Thalmor being allowed to roam around arresting people, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end. Nords have always supported the Empire, and the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. Of course.
Am I gonna actually have to worry about
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason.
repairing my fucking gear?
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. It's from that treaty that ended the Great War, remember? When the Emperor was forced by the Thalmor to outlaw Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his Sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. And sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down, dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me. Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me. Iron and steel, mostly. I might even have some of your fancy elven pieces lying around somewhere.
Hush, child. Don't pester your cousin.
Am I able to sleep here? Or are you guys gonna kick me out? Will you get out of the way? Move it. Be allowed to sleep here. What's up, Sigurd?
Make yourself at home.
That's what I'm trying to do. No, you're coming with me. Sigurd? Me?
Huh?
Sigurd? Sigurd, thank you. Pardon me. Come through. I gotta walk to the inn. Damn, it's a big cock. Kitty!
You turn around and walk away. Now.
Huh? Who are you talking to? Please don't be threatening me.
Nobody told me to have a necromancer in their party. This will be good training. Let's go.
I'm not gonna ask. They'd probably kick my ass.
I'll skin you alive.
Good, have fun with that.
Yes?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm
Out of my
clothes,
way,
warm
stranger.
beds.
Forget it. I don't do that kind of work. Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink. You should try that bit on the barkeep. Maybe get yourself a free drink. What do you want? Got any ale or mead?
It's my cheapest. Have some red wine.
Hey, my hangover is gone. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Yeah. What are you staring at?
You not happy that I just gave you? Alright, bitch.
Can I get you something? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. You like skeever liver? No? Tough luck. Food's hot. Never said it was good.
I didn't ask if it was good.
Take a look. All right then.
Your dad was been poking around.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. Take a look.
I sell you my potions? No.
Until next time.
I'm gonna save after that. Fuck. It's like that.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood. Most of my customers are locals, come here to relax after a hard day's toil. The war keeps most folks away these days. So what's your story? Just here to relax?
Passing through.
I should have guessed. Right then. If you're staying the night, I've got a free room. Sure thing.
50 gold. All right. Let's see here. So, I want to do. I want sneak up. Probably marksman. Speech for sure. Evasion. And finesse is sneaking. Maybe some points in smithing wouldn't be bad. I will do finesse, and we need health. Okay. Sneak. We need a point in Wayfarer. And then God, like everything I feel like is useful. Don't think no, not useful yet. Let's do some marksman damage. Peckish.
Until next time. so good.
I don't want to talk about this.
Sorry to hear that. I need some more ale, Ornar.
Okay. Ember, you were just... Yeah, there was violence happening out over here. What was going on?
You picked a bad
I did-
time to get lost, friend.
What was that?
Please, someone do something!
Why are you committing violence on my person?
That the best you can do? Ah! Trade a Stendarr while you... Ah!
Huh? Okay, I forgot what I had done. I think we did speech, sneak, evasion. Marksman.
You all right? You look like you might be sick.
Please, leave me alone. I need to be by myself.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna get assaulted this time?
I heard Lucan yelling the other day about a thief breaking into a store. It wasn't me, honest. Are you a soldier? One day, I'm going to be a soldier. My mother taught me the millwork trade. You know, which trees to cut and which ones to pass up. Mother wants me to work at the mill, but I ain't nobody's slave. Until next time.
Hi there.
Good to see you.
What do you want? All right, then.
You forget I gave you booze, Embry?
rotten and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me. Can I help you? In all my years, I've never seen such a thing. I tell you, I saw a dragon. It flew right over the barrel. Nobody believes me, but it's true. Thank you. I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Did you hear? The Riverwood trader was robbed. Poor Lucan must be torn to pieces over it. War, it's all wasted effort. It tires me to talk about it. Skyrim is not as safe as it used to be. It's sickening. Everywhere you look, cats, lizards, and elves. 7 septims are missing from my purse. I know it was that Fangel. I simply must start locking the doors again. Wow, what's happened to my Skyrim? It's a shame, you know that? Well, look at you. If only everyone acted like you did. I raised my Sven to be strong and proud. A true Nord. It's my boy Sven you need to listen to. He sings at the inn most every night. Sven has the voice of a snowlark. Only good thing he got from his father. My husband died. Things won't be the same without him. Don't be. We all make mistakes. All right then.
Okay, something intense happened.
Did I see you talking to Sven?
No.
Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. That bard thinks he can woo Camilla away with a few half-decent poems. I've seen drunken men blabber with more sense than his poetry. The fool is a full-grown man, but still lives with his mother with no better thing to do than to loiter at the inn. That speaks volumes for the kind of man he'll be for whoever is unfortunate enough to be his bride. Oh no, he's been a thorn in my eyes since the first day. The first day I came to Riverwood, I just wanted to get some sleeps in the inn. But the idiot brought in his loudest drums and created the most hideous symphony to ever hex my ears. I miss Valenwood, but the wilds here are serviceable. I work at the lumber mill, but I escape into the forest whenever possible. Are you a hunter by chance? The hills surrounding the village are ripe with game. I don't like to brag, but I once took down a bear at 300 yards. In a blizzard. Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose. For a Nord village. There's beauty here unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure. I'll show you what I know.
How much did it cost? Damn.
Farewell.
A new face. And the right ugly one at that.
Whoa!
No offense. Here
Fuck
for
you.
Work? Aye. You met Camilla yet? Wouldn't mind getting my hands on those trunks.
You're married, sir.
I wish you well, friend. Be careful. Woodcutting's my trade. Best log splitter from here to Riften. Me, I've got my axe, my wife Gerder, and my boy Frodnar. That's all I need. I've got enough to worry about, taking care of my family. I don't concern myself with such matters. It's not that bad. We work hard, try to do right by our families. At least the damned war hasn't gotten here. Yet. Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages. Just head north. Can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold. Mm-hmm.
Well, hello. Take a look.
I want to disenchant these. Keep the venom. Keep that. That's adorable.
All right then.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Until next time. Not bad. Reminds me when I first started sniffing.
Need some leather. Can't make leather out of...
Whatever you need. Buy the finest weapons and armor. All right, then.
lost? Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. What is this? The elf playing at treachery?
Whoa!
Shocking.
Racist.
As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with Faendal? Here, I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla it's from him. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. I've been trained as a skald, as was my father and my father's father before him. You should come hear me play at the Sleeping Giant Inn. For a small sum, you can even pick the song. At the Bard's College in Solitude. They train bards and skalds like myself. My time at the Bard's College was brief. A prodigy has little need for formal education. Just head north. You can't miss it. Until next time.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear
Be
it.
careful. We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother. What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Faendal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. Sure thing. It's always good to have someone to talk to. My brother and I came from the city of Skingrad originally, where our family used to own a lucrative business. Sadly, my parents passed away a few years after I was born, so my brother Lucan has been the only family I've really known. Well, we have our fights, as do any siblings, but we both know we're all each other's got. Some burglars came into the shop and tried to steal our heirloom. My parents did their best to protect it, but they weren't fighters. I'm not sure if it was pity, or simply that they didn't want to wait around and find out, but they didn't bother to come get Lucan and I. Well, they died when I was just 4, so I don't have much memory of them anyway. Still, I often wonder what it's like to have parents who nurture you. Maybe our lives would have been completely different. My brother Lucan, of course. He never expected to inherit the business at such a young age. Much less so that he'd have to play father for his little sister. But here I am, all grown up and healthy. So all things considered, he wasn't half bad as a guardian. Well, after the Great War, the Empire could barely pay for the palace guards. The City Watch's resources were stretched thin, so crimes ran rampant. But can you imagine? Skingrad, with burglars who barged into shops in broad daylight, was considered one of the well-off cities in Cyrodiil? It's no wonder so many Imperials like Lucan and I came to Skyrim these few years. With the devastation of the Great War, so too came absurd taxes. For the Emperor had gotten into a debt that can't be repaid in 3 generations. In the end, my brother decided it wasn't worth living down in Cyrodiil anymore, paying the Empire 6 coins for every 10 he made. So he sold the business and had us move to Skyrim.
Where did this person
Better
come from?
life, better law.
Who the fuck is that dude in the background?
Fresher air too, that's of no doubt. Not really. I had a few friends back in Skingrad, but most of them have moved to Skyrim or High Rock already. Then there's family, but all my family is in Skyrim and you know who he is. If there's anything about Cyrodiil that I miss, I guess it's the food. but it's not like I can't find good food here. I just have to learn how to make them. Well, that's easy. The food. For all the fine qualities of the Nords, being good cooks isn't one of them. Here, it's just sweet rolls, meat, then sweet rolls again.
I see nothing
But
wrong
then,
with this.
Who would understand the culinary arts better than an Imperial? Breton food? Ha. Their portion can barely fill a child, and they spend more time to make the dish look pretty than they do to make it flavorful. I do have fond memories of the kabsa and musakan I had from the Redguard chef at Skingrad. More's to the point that Cyrodiil simply had better food, both from us Imperials and the other peoples. Sure, if I can afford them. Are they actually edible? No, that wasn't sarcasm. That's genuinely a question. I thought those were just ritual things that they use when they worship the Daedra. I guess he's just afraid. After all, I am all the family he's got. To raise me and manage our parents' business, he missed his best years to start his own family. If anything were to happen to me out there, then he would truly be alone. Of course. I came to Skyrim looking for a better life. So what did I get? Another war. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I just want to find a good husband and start a family of my own.
Look no further.
I came here from the Imperial Province to work with my brother Lucan. It got bad back in Cyrodiil. The war with the Thalmor ruined everything. Now I just want to put the whole nasty business behind me.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. You expect me to believe that? Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Do you feel all right?
As well as can be expected.
Oh, never mind.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town. The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal. The folk of the Empire have always had a more cosmopolitan view of the world, so I'm glad to see them in charge. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I don't think I have anything. At least sell. No. Okay. What if we buy? Oh, he doesn't have any empty potion bottles.
We could always use help. Of course. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Elven Mace, let's see. Does 53 damage as opposed to. And what's the reach? Reach is 0.75. Ew, that's even shorter than our short sword. No thank you.
Show those thieves not to steal. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
We're gonna sell the Elven Mace.
All right then.
We have to through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else. I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
I don't know how. No, I've played Skyrim since 2013, since I got it for Christmas in 2013. For my PlayStation 3. How do modders make a game? How do they do this?
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead. You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Once you get to the tower, head north. Bleak Falls Barrow should be just around the corner further up. I envy you. You get to go on adventures again.
Talk to Faendal. Faendal, why are you in the water?
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
Sure, my friend. Wouldn't anyone like to stay in Riverwood forever? But no. Come to recount my past homes. Riverwood is actually my third. Yeah. I spent a good deal of my childhood in my ancestral homeland, Valenwood. But my family moved to Skingrad eventually. The Thalmor weren't exactly benevolent rulers, you see. Not that the Emperor was a saint, but at least he didn't confiscate the wealth of anyone he disliked. At least back when we moved. I remember the trees, a few faces, but much of my childhood memory was muddy. Like anyone's childhood was, I guess. The last memory I had of Valenwood was the Thalmor clearing entire forests to build fortresses and roads while we were on our way to Skingrad. It was a beautiful place before I left. although I'm not sure if I can ever return to the home I remembered. Well, it was the closest place to Valenwood that wasn't owned by the Thalmor. As a matter of fact, many of my people moved to Skingrad after the Thalmor takeover. I guess my parents thought it'd be just like home. My thoughts are with putting food on my table, not arguing higher politics. As far as I'm concerned, they're far away in the south, and I'm basking in the beauty of the north. It might almost seem ridiculous to you, but it's just a matter of money. After the Great War, there began outrageous taxes in Cyrodiil. Heard it's because the Emperor owes the nobles 3 generations' debts. So I left for Skyrim. Was planning to go for a big city similar to Skingrad. Better work and all, you know. But when I passed through Riverwood, I was immediately reminded of Valenwood, of home, and its beauty. It's where I wanted to stay, for good this time.
Of course. Lead the way. I've got your back. What do you want me to carry? Make sure to pull your bow all the way back to get the most power out of your shot.
No shit, Sherlock.
I sense a good adventure ahead.
See if I can sell fire up the hod.
Riverwood has only been my home for a few years.
Well met, friend.
Feel as if
New
I
to
could spend the
Riverwood?
rest of my
How
life
can I help you?
Here for work? Get an axe, and bring me all the wood you can chop. Honest gold for honest work.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt. No good can come of that. Lucan over in the Riverwood Traders says thieves broke into his store. Strange. He says they hardly took anything. Stay away from that cursed place, friend. It's a place for Nor dead. Snooping
Once
around
we
the
return
burial
Golden
crypt.
Claw to Camilla's
No
brother,
good can come of that.
maybe she will finally see me for the hero that
It's
I
my
wanted to see
mill.
me as.
Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. Years passed. The lumber was used for houses or furniture. Now, the soldiers just buy it all. The thought of my wood being used for weapons makes me sick. Have to admit, I'm attached to the place. Suppose that makes me crazy, doesn't it? We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own. Only worry we've got
Beautiful
is the
weather.
war reaching this far.
I can feel a gentle breeze kissing
Cross
my
the river
cheeks.
and then head north. You'll see Whiterun on its hill as you pass the falls. And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. Until next time.
That's gonna be where I stop for today. Look pretty cool. Okay.
Hun gives a
I'm
wink to me.
figuring out the mod pack. Slowly. Very slowly. Some of that stuff is pretty frustrating. Not gonna lie. Philip and Clay, thank y'all for hanging. Don't think one live right now. Call it. Not gonna raid anyone, just one viewer. I won't be live tomorrow night. I've got my writer's workshop. I might be live Wednesday. See, I don't know. So, farewell. See you, I don't know, Saturday maybe? Maybe. Goodbye.